There you go. Hey guys, what's up and welcome to my channel. My name's Chris. I also got my wife with me as well. We like to call her Mrs. Graphics. And then we also got, what do we call you? Mrs. Graphics, Miss Graphics Jr.? Something like that. Yeah, so we really appreciate you joining tonight. We wanted to talk about a couple different things. So I shop a lot at Harbor Freight. My wife forces me to shop a little bit at Harbor Freight to save some money. And my daughter wants me to shop more at Harbor Freight so that I can pay more for her college. So we had a couple really exciting things happen tonight. Old School Repair Shop, really appreciate you joining tonight. We're going to shout out a ton of people that joined tonight, as well as just talk to you about our general week and everything that's going on. To my wife that's super supportive, Jason Reynolds, what's up, brother? Really appreciate you joining the live stream tonight. Really appreciate all the essential work that you do and everything that you do, as well as probably Old School Repair Shop, because it sounds like you repair some things. So that's considered essential in my book. But what else is essential is my wife. So there can be lots of things in life that happen, but she calls the shots around here. And we got our stimulus check. We got an anniversary coming up. My wife told me to go spend some money on myself. So of course we went and bought some Icon stuff, but we also bought other things like that. So
don't spoil the surprise on what you spent on me, babe.
I
know.
If I die, you can have what I have, what I purchased. So we got hippies and hipsters and hippies joining. I mentioned I saw you in the live stream over at Justin Dow's. Wanted to see if I could get some people to come over here, but I had to convince my better halves to join me and talk just a little bit about life and things like that. So we got George Whitmire here. We got how do you say that? Honey, how do you say that? Farhad? Unboxing?
Yeah.
Cool stuff. Guys, smash that thumbs up button if you get a chance. But anyways, what we got going on is, so first of all, the first great news, it helps pay for college. My daughter made the dance team for college. So she's in her freshman year, and cheerleading, well, it was going very successful. She decided, you know what, we're going to do some other stuff and we're going to do the dance team. So she jumped on over and made the dance team at college. So that helps me by the fact that she gets a little scholarship money and life's good. So we also got Jim Haynes joining us. We also have, what is that? GCAG. What's up? We got Jag G and Robert Sand. Oh yeah, this is just part of the family here. So that's my oldest one. And then we have 4 others. So they're all in bed right now, even the 15-year-old. Well, he better be. He's probably playing video games, pretending he's asleep. But that's what happens. We got Julio Cruz joining. Appreciate you joining tonight. So my wife wanted to spoil me a little bit when it came to our anniversary. It's not like a big milestone. It's 8 years. So, I mean, I guess, hey, stop scratching me back there. We did make it past the, what do they call it? The 7-year itch. So she said, go out and blow some money. And so we blew a little bit. The other big stuff, that's going to be coming in 2 years. 2 years?
10 years.
No, I'm talking about the tools that I ordered.
About is tools.
So all I can tell you is that I ordered green. I ordered the color green, and it's not going to be here for, I don't know. I'll have to do a video on it. It could be 2 weeks, could be 3 weeks, could be 6 weeks, could be 8 weeks. But I bought something that is big enough to handle most women. Comes in a 22-inch, a 36-inch, a 50, a 70, I don't know, big inches to take care of whatever your needs are. But hopefully it's going to take care of all of my tool needs because I got a ton of stuff around the house. But anyways, let's talk about some of the people that joined. We got Zaphael joining us tonight. That guy's great. He joins a lot of live streams, really supports the channel. Zaphael, thanks for joining. We got Dale Lucid. He runs a crazy cool channel. He's got one of those Harbor Freight tool carts back there, as well as some Husky stuff. He does a ton of mods on it. Really like his stuff. We got Jeremy Russell, big Icon toolbox. Well, bigger, is it always better? I don't know. We'll have to see. I'm supposed to be going to bed. BSS Small Engines, Brandon joining us tonight. Really appreciate you joining us, Brandon. Brandon, we do a lot of live streams together on the second Saturday of every month on his channel.
So if you haven't, click his
Brandon,
name right now.
So don't click his name because YouTube basically nicks the whole click on people right now during this time because they're trying to stop grow channels and things like that. So Brandon, copy your channel and throw it in the chat. Dale, if you want to do that, Zaphael, if you guys got some good channels, throw them out there. We got Cece the cat joining us, as well as a bunch of other people that hopefully, if I missed you, I really apologize. Go ahead and put in the chat what you got going on there. But let's see, at the end of the day, I ordered something that should probably be a little bit under 60 inches, but bigger than 36 inches. So I don't know. It's supposed to be green and black, and we'll leave it at that. So outside of that, let's talk about what else I picked up this week. And then we're going to see from not only my opinion, but a couple of these opinions here, what they like the best, because
women's opinions do matter.
They do matter, but everybody comes in different shapes and sizes. So tools fit different people differently. So the first thing we're going to talk about is screwdrivers, because after this, I'm going to have some channel lock beverages, and a screwdriver is going to stay in the garage, and I'm going to go to bed and watch the TV. So I've had this set for a while. This is a gear wrench, comfort grip, 6-piece set. Now, I also have another 6-piece set. This one doesn't get used because I use the other 6-piece set. It's exactly the same, but everybody's got their own personal preference on screwdrivers. So check that one out. What I pulled when I talked to a lot of people, this would be my kids, like my 3-year-old, my 5-year-old, my 7-year-old, my 15-year-old.
Your quarantine.
My quarantined control. How would you say that?
It's just your quarantine groupies.
My quarantine groupies. And you guys. So I asked them what screwdrivers they like best. And when it came down to it, the kids had smaller hands. They like smaller screwdrivers. So we had the gear wrench one. And then we had some OSA tools. Oh. Now, when I originally looked at these on their website, I really thought they were gear wrench. It looks really, really close to it, but it's not. So here's the gear wrench. Here's the OSA tools. They're different. So if you think they're the same, somebody tells you the same, they're not. You can definitely see on the gear wrench here, compared to the OSA has a square shank on it, and it's also black oxide, where this one's got some kind of paint on it. So definitely different. Yeah, you know, I love Snap-on tools, but I don't like spending. So if you were to go buy their, what is it, 8-piece screwdriver set, red, green, orange, whatever you want to say, it's like $172. Now, don't get me wrong. If I really love screwdrivers, I would have bought Snap-on screwdrivers. I got Snap-on screwdrivers right here. I got more Snap-on screwdrivers right here. So I do like Snap-on screwdrivers. I have these. I call these candy. Some other people call them Skittles, things of that nature. But these are like kids' crack. Shaka Gillis in the house tonight. Good evening. He loves Ryobi. He thinks it's trash. End of story. But here you can see, yes.
Thanks for your $2 super chat.
I do like Snap-on, and I have some of their stuff. But that doesn't get you the full screwdriver set. So we had those, the new Tecton ones. So that's a hard handle. It's going to be completely different than all your other screwdrivers. So check that one out. Maybe you don't like black. Maybe you like red. Tecton has handles that also come in red. This one shows the dirt a little bit more than the black, but I mean, if you work with white paint or you're a painter, maybe the black's not going to be good for you. These are actually pretty solid. If you really like something that's similar to maybe like a Snap-on Industrial or some of the other hard handles out there, these are pretty top notch. And if you also look at that there, I don't know if it'll focus. Focus. No air compressor. Focus. That's made in the USA. 19% of all Tecton stuff made in the USA. Don't let anybody tell you otherwise. Either that or the Tecton website lies. But I don't think it's that way. So that's the Tecton hard handle. And now my wife was gracious enough because I really didn't need any more screwdrivers. So I purchased these, got the 20% off screw up or 20% off coupon. So I didn't get screwed on the screwdrivers. I at least only ended up paying $40. Right, honey?
Do not remember. You didn't tell me to memorize prices tonight.
Well, they're like $49.99, something like that. And then you get a 20% off coupon. All right, so we'll try these out for the very first time. Yeah. Unboxings, these are the best. All right, so they come in the hard plastic case. So do the gear wrench. None of the other ones do. So if you get screwdrivers and you get a big set, they're kind of a mess unless you find a nice, convenient, you know, holder for it. So unless you just like these, so the problem with this is like, this is really only good for like a mechanic's toolbox, things like that, where you're going to set them on a shelf. If you're an electrician, yeah, the case doesn't do you a whole lot of good. You might put it in a pack out, might put it in like a, hold on, we'll show you here. This isn't how all my bags roll, but like that's just full of tools, but that's a good old Stanley bag. But that's kind of a mess. It's really hard to find. But the plastic on here, it's a little bit more durable than the gear wrench one, but not a lot, but it is. So the gear wrench one is also cheaper. I think you can get the gear wrench one. That's a 6-piece for like $30-some. This one's a little bit more. But this one doesn't try to compete with Snap-on. Or sorry, this one doesn't try to compete with gear wrench. This one tries to compete with Snap-on. I unfortunately don't have any Snap-on screwdrivers here other than the hard handle ones. But we'll let you try that out. Hold that in your hand.
Oh.
Let you feel that one.
I don't know if they can see, but it's, I don't know what to call this, but
It's Phillips. That's the marking.
no, like the,
oh, the texture on the,
it's raised. The grip. It's like 3D versus smooth. I don't know. I don't know what you guys.
it's ribbed for her pleasure. So what she was trying to tell you right there is that it's ribbed, right, honey?
Uh-huh. Yep.
Would you prefer the Phillips or the flathead?
I don't know.
Sorry, guys. It's late. We're having a good time tonight. Dale, I'm sorry. I married just a normal wife that's a math teacher. She doesn't have any awesome contest stories like wet t-shirt contests or anything like that, right, buddy? Or wait, was that, should I say that for the live with Joe Smith and Network Friends? Yes. Anthony Brooks, I'm not trying to be, I'm not trying to brag to all
stuff.
and trying to be disrespectful. Okay, so he's got a bunch of Snap-on stuff. That's cool. You know, you could do that. If I had a bunch of Snap-on stuff, I'd show it off too. But the reality is that not every tool needs to be expensive to work well. I mean, I'll steal it right from Tecton and say the tool just needs to work well or well enough or be made well enough to work. So just no dad jokes. Yeah, I don't know. I tried a few of the Tecton hard plastic handles. No. Very nice. Yeah, Craig from MCM Engineering, I'll definitely agree with you. I do like the hard handles. I ended up, I don't know why, but I find myself using Torx bits more often. And so this, what do they call this? They're going to say it's either a 6 or an 8-in-1. And the reason I say that is because it's going to have 2 bits there. So you got 2. I can count, guys. You got 2 more bits there. So you got 4. Oh, shoot. Maybe I can't. Then you got 5 and 6. So that's where they get their 6-in-1. I really thought this one had more bits inside of it.
You should leave the counting to the math teacher.
All right. So,
I wasn't paying attention.
darn it. Well, I thought it was going to be more like the Doyle one here, where, you know, you got 1 there, and then you got 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, and then you got 7. I thought it was going to be a 7-1.
It's like a Swiss Army knife, but for like a tool.
So that one's like a 7-in-1. They make 11-in-1s. They make 6-in-1s. Apparently, that's 6. All right, what do we got? We got Leo Perez. Nice video content as always, client graphics, and appreciate your advice. You know, guys, I'm just
Thanks for stopping by the live.
just here, just another guy. I mean, there's a lot of people that get stuff. I like to pride my channel in not getting a ton of free stuff. I mean, the free stuff that I get, the problem with it is that I'm not passionate about it. I don't really like it. And unfortunately, the one or two things that I've got, I mentioned I was going to do a video on it. And then people were like, no, Chris, you should not talk about our product because it is not how we want our brand to be portrayed. So maybe I mentioned I was going to do a live stream on a couple electrical tools. That didn't happen. Sorry, guys. That's just how it is. If they call it a 7-in-1, it's because there's yep, that is exactly it. I like that you break stuff. You know what, Frank? I like that I break stuff too. And so if you haven't, what?
I've yet to break stuff.
I know.
You just break hearts. Is that a dad joke, Dale?
Yes.
Dale, is that a dad joke? Come on, that's got to be a dad joke right there. If you didn't get that, she said she doesn't break anything, and I just got a chance to say that all she breaks is hearts. So I thought that was pretty cheesy.
They got it.
All right, so yes,
They said yes.
yes, that was a dad joke. Okay.
Literally, pretty much any joke you say in front of your children, I guess, is considered a dad joke.
That's true. The joke doesn't necessarily have to be directed at like your children because I'm always a dad. Always a dad.
Yeah, but only you have to be able to.
They have to be like
humiliate the
super
child.
cheesy and
A mythical 73. Yeah, I did not order a mythical 73.
they make them that. Well, I guess it can be custom, couldn't it be?
You know, you could probably go, and this is a family friendly channel, but you could go to Badass Toolboxes.
Oh yeah.
And they're actually in Nebraska. So I got a couple things on my bucket list, and one of them would be to get up to their company. I believe they're in Kearney, Nebraska. Check out their facility, video some things, stand in some of their toolboxes, things of that nature. But yeah, they could probably make a 73-inch toolbox. And then I'd also like to get up to what used to be the old Vice Grip plant in Nebraska. I can't think of the city right now.
Kearney.
No, that's where the toolbox company is. But DeWitt. Is it in DeWitt?
Maybe.
They're going to make Eagle
I don't remember.
Eagle stuff out there. Anyways, that's on my list to do as well. Icon has a 70s, but I've never seen a real one. I haven't seen it. Yeah,
It was in the SEMA.
Was it a 73 though, or was it just a 56?
It was just really the structure was really big. There, Jim says it is into it.
Yes, DeWitt. Yep, I want to get up there and check things out. I haven't given them a call back. They mentioned that I should come up. They're going to start doing stuff and ramping up production in January. So I got to put that on my list. So you ladies, you checked out some of these different brands of screwdrivers. You checked out the Olsa, the Gear Wrench, the Tecton, the Icon. So out of these, that's really terrible. I did not mean to buy all red and black screwdrivers.
From Nebraska.
But I am from Nebraska. So that's what we got. Yes, my wife, she's now from Nebraska. But I was talking about the red back there, and I'm talking about the hat up there.
Should have worn red.
So needless to say, that's why my new toolbox will be black and green, because we're going to try something a little bit different.
Just spoil the surprise.
Yeah, I spoiled the surprise. I bought a toolbox. Didn't say what size yet, just gave a nice range. What about the old school Craftsman? I still have the old school Craftsman. Not going to get rid of that because I'm not going to get rid of any of my tools. So at the end of the day, this is just really more of like an expansion pack on life, could you say? Can you give high to low on prices of screwdrivers? You know what? It really depends on what size you're going to get for screwdrivers and what quantity. So the Tecton ones, like I literally only bought some of their longer handle screwdrivers. So I look at a bunch of the screwdrivers I have. Tecton gives me the options to buy different kind of sets. So they're going to come in at different price points. So I could buy just the long handle ones, maybe like a 2-pack or a 4-pack or a 6-pack. I could spend anywhere from as cheap as $18 up to buying a full set which would be more like 18 plus screwdrivers. And I could spend like 40, 50, 60, 70, $80. So Tecton gives me lots of options. Gear Wrench gives me lots of options. I can buy Gear Wrench screwdrivers in 6-packs, or they're larger. I don't know if it's 18 or whatnot, but I can buy larger sets of them. So right now, Icon, that would be my only limitation is they only have a set of 8. So as far as options.
Hey, we just figured out this was magnetic.
Okay, so the interesting thing about magnetic screwdrivers are they're not technically, they come magnetic because they're magnetized. You can demagnetize them. So anybody that tells you they're like, oh, this is revolutionary, this is a magnetic screwdriver. Well, one, hopefully you're not working on a ton of electronics, because the first thing that they're going to teach you in electronics school is don't use magnets around electronics, especially if you're talking about motherboards and sensitive data. So while those might be magnetic, and they might help hold your screws, which is really, really helpful around electronics, it's also really detrimental. Have I used them around electronics before? Yes, I have. Have I had any problems? No, I haven't. But disclaimer, they're going to tell you in school, don't use them. They're also going to tell you to wear some like stupid little anti-static bracelet thing. I don't ever see anybody wearing those, but they tell you, and they come in all these kits. But again, you guys do whatever you want. Does Client Graphics have a magnetizer? Do I have a magnetic? Yes, I do.
Ooh.
I got one right there.
That was the right question to ask. He got so excited about it.
And I got another one over there. But we can magnetize this. This is really how you do it. You put it in there and you move it around. So that is now magnetized. You guys are just doing this for the fun of it. I know you are. Thanks, Zaphael. So you can see that it's now magnetized. And now we're going to demagnetize this. Did you ever thought you would watch a live stream where you're magnetizing and demagnetizing screwdrivers?
No, I never thought I'd.
And now it's not magnetized. Imagine that. So when like screwdrivers say they're like, whoa, magnetized on the package, whoop-de-doo. If you buy a magnetizer and demagnetizer, some of you can get for free. They're all able to be magnetized and demagnetized. Hey, Client Graphics, do you work on electronics as your main job? No, I do not work on electronics as my main job, but I could if I wanted to. And so could you, Carl. Well, hopefully you could. I mean, we all have the opportunity to do whatever we want to do. After seeing Tecton at PRI, bought complete sets in chrome and black shafts with red handles. Really like them. Yes, Jim. If I could go back in time and pick out a good hard handle at a good price, I would say Tecton is definitely a great screwdriver. I work on 356 or 3516s and 3532 cats. Nice. Dawn, that's awesome. It's a lot of work. It's a lot of big stuff.
That's what my son wants to work on when he grows up.
My uncle actually was a pilot for Butler Cat. So I'm very, very familiar with that. So he retired and he basically, it's really cool. That's a cool thing to do. So you might not think about it, but there's a huge industry in selling refurbished and used equipment. And so when you're talking about some of the bigger cat stuff, I mean, you could be spending well over a couple $1 million on different kind of machinery. And so he would actually fly prospective customers and buyers around to look at different used machinery. Let me see, how much and where are your demagnetizers from? Well, this demagnetizer actually came with the Osa Tool one. They're relatively cheap. You could go to Home Depot and pick up like the Husky one with one of their sets, or buy them individually. They're like less than $10. I want to say maybe $4.99. It really depends. You just kind of have to look around. Very handy thing to have. If you don't,
I didn't even know this existed.
There's a lot of things you don't know, honey. There's a lot of things I don't know. That's why we have
every time I come hang out with you in the garage, I learn something new.
So I talked about the Husky one. I mentioned it right there. There is the Husky magnetizer and demagnetizer. If I feel the two, the Olson one is heavier, which theoretically may mean that the magnets are in there better. I don't know, but it could be just weighted differently. I kind of like the feel of the Olson one better. I mean, it feels more natural to grab it, but the square isn't too bad either. But I can tell you that one's fairly cheap. I want to say it's like $5.
Why is it this one shaped like Nebraska and this one is just
What do you mean? That kind of looks like Nebraska too.
She means
Yeah.
Why is it ribbed?
Why is this one this shape? The demagnetize, and why is the magnetize just a regular rectangle? Do you see what I mean?
So she is asking why there's steps
Yeah.
in the what is that? Demagnetizer versus the magnetizer.
Yeah.
It's a really good question.
But there's a YouTube video I can find out later.
You know what? If anybody knows why there's a difference on there, we'll mail you a Client Graphics sticker should you want one. So within like the next 30 seconds.
All right. Hey,
to tell them apart
out.
at a glance. That could be a really good thing.
Okay, give a shout out real quick to Ed, the old tech guy. Thank you for the super chat.
Yep, Ed, the old tech guy, he's got a $1.99 super chat. We are also going to make Ed, the old tech guy, a moderator. So Ed, you are now a moderator. So Ed's been having a heck of a night tonight. He was over on the Justin Dow channel earlier. Justin Dow was really trying to get Ed to 400 subscribers. So Ed, please go ahead and throw up a link to your channel in the chat. People, you can go check him out. I mean, you go check his channel out and see if you like him breaking ratchets better or if you like me breaking ratchets better. There's just a difference in style. Ed's got a lot more flair than I do, and I just like to break stuff. But apparently Ed does too. So check his stuff out. I don't have anything that I can give you tonight, Ed, except for 2 thumbs up. And if you don't like Ed's channel, what do? Give it 2 thumbs down so it cancels itself out.
You're not supposed to reveal that secret.
Oh.
It looks like someone from Randomizer.
You know what? It's late. I reveal lots of stuff. Twisted R. Looks like you got my stickers. That's awesome. Really glad they made it. I didn't know how long mail's taken these days, so glad you got that. Yes, Jim, I even ordered them here in Alaska. Magnetizers can use single field. Demagnetizers have steps because it has to be close to the shaft to properly strip magnetization, I believe. That's kind of what I thought.
That sounds very scientific.
That's kind of what I thought too, personally, is the way they have steps on there. But again, I'd have to do a research project on that to really see. And then you'd have to tear it apart on the inside to see if the magnet kind of coils around those little steps. I've been subscribed to Ed for almost a year now. That's awesome. Randomizes the magnetic field. Yeah, so which was the steps on that? So that's for the demagnetizer. Huh. Very interesting. It also kind of looks like Nebraska.
It does.
Very, very cool. So
did you want to get our opinions on
I did want to get your opinions back on these screwdrivers.
Okay, well, first, they weren't all the same size, so it was hard to
They are not all the same size.
It was hard to accurately compare them, but
well, that's the biggest difference, is just getting and educating people on the differences so they don't have to spend all their money. Did we have more screwdrivers in this, or was it just these? Just the 4. Okay.
Remember, they're all red.
So we got the ULSA, the Tecton, the gear wrench, and the Icon. So out of these 4, biggest difference is going to be the hard handle is going to be more resistant to your chemicals. And literally you could run over it with the truck, the car. You could probably even put it in a gun and shoot it out. And it should hold up. So literally
you haven't broken anything that way yet, babe. That's a great idea.
No, that sounds like a terrible idea. Literally, I did start one on fire once, but it really went out because the Tecton people, they were like, they're literally indestructible. They told me that at SEMA, and I'm like, is that a challenge? And he's like,
Yes.
No. I'm like, I think
told you
that's a
you could light it
challenge.
on
And then he
fire.
goes, oh yeah, that's a challenge. But yeah, I did try to beat on them with a sledgehammer, stuff like that. They held up really well. Comfort grip ones, they're not going to necessarily do that. All right. So we know the difference in the Tecton one. Tecton one also happens to be made in USA. So maybe if you like USA stuff, that one is the screwdriver for you. They also do make those tri grips. So those are pretty neat too. Gives you a lot of leverage. They also have lots of options, so you can buy them separately. I second the screwdriver launcher idea. Dang, you guys. You come up with so much cool stuff at like
You could just use
11:30. No. No, screwdriver launcher sounds awesome.
Well, I mean, it's essentially. I mean,
You're just jealous you didn't think of it.
well,
Let's
I'm
be
not saying
honest.
You should use a gun, but like the next best thing to fling
It's
it would be.
it's the air cannon that we have over
Oh
there.
my god, not that thing.
Yeah. You know what I'm talking about?
Yes.
Yeah,
I
you
know.
The
made
thing
it.
that we use to shoot 2-liter pop bottles?
Yep.
Yeah.
All right. Shoot, I said pop bottles. Yes, I'm from Nebraska. I say pop. You say Coke. You say cola. I don't know. I say pop. All right. So then we got the Ulsa, we got the gear wrench, and we got the Icon left. All right. So the Icon one, if you got big hands, Icon's for you.
Okay, so were you gonna talk, or were you gonna let us talk? 'Cause
Okay.
we were supposed to give an opinion, and you just like.
All right.
to
You
hear
guys
yourself, I
talk.
guess.
I'm gonna go show you my air. I'm gonna go get my air cannon.
Okay. Well, here are some things we thought of. Keep in mind, we do not use tools regularly. So the Icon one, I actually liked it. I liked the grip on it, but I think it's too big for my hands. Like,
Especially when you get up in the sizing.
I have extremely small hands. I think my ring size is like a 5 or like 4.75. Okay, we got the air compressor going. So I like this one, but I don't think I would use this one. I wouldn't grab for this one. It's too big for me, but I do like the grip. I feel like I'm not gonna slip when I use it.
Mm-hmm.
And then the Ulsa one I did like, but this one, it's so smooth, and the plastic part on it is so like slippery. I feel like I would, like if I was using it, I would slip. So they do have this rubber part,
It's
and
not as
it does help.
good as the gear wrench.
And the gear wrench is very similar, but the gear wrench I thought was better because it's more like ribbed here, where Ulsa's not. Oh my gosh, he's so excited to show you this toy, guys. So these are about the same, but the gear wrench was better because of those little knobs. And then Tecton is hard to compete because it's hard, but it is nice.
Mm-hmm.
I do like it, but if I were to use one, I'd probably go for gear wrench because of the smoothness. I feel the grip, and I feel
Ed,
like
the
it's
old
not
tech
gonna
guy, $5 holler. Thanks for the shout out, Chris and family. Miss Client Graphics, tell me what tools to buy, Mrs. the old
Oh,
tech
you're
gal.
right. Yay. I know, whatever your husband likes, because he'll probably buy it and those will be handy. You should not listen to my opinion on tools. His is better. But I did like the gear wrench. So this would be one.
Oh, we got Bama mud mowers in
Me
here. We
too.
got Doug and Mama, maybe. We got Princess Jamie in here.
Yeah.
Doug Sweener. How's it going, man? All right. So
All right, here's this toy.
this
He
is kind of
broke
like a
it.
play on like the potato gun with the hairspray back in the days in the fire. And so I was working with my 15-year-old a while back. And so we basically just came up with a big old PVC pipe. We put a bike tire filler on there. Actually, I think maybe we stripped that out of a car. And then we put that in there. So then you can just basically put your tire pressure on there, and you can put it up to 40, 80, 100 PSI. Then you just got your release valve, open, close. And then you can stick, I think we put another pipe in there, and we put threads, and we were basically blowing off 2-liter pop bottles. But it worked pretty good for what it was, except for
You broke it tonight?
I broke it tonight. I put a little too much air pressure in there, and it
Where'd
basically
you break it?
it's just
Where
too
it was
much
glued
pressure.
Together.
It was glued together.
Oh.
So
I just popped it off. Good thing it wasn't aimed
You
at
were
anyone.
so excited you didn't even check.
well, I was gonna come over and blow your hair off. I was gonna go,
Oh my, that would have.
but we didn't put enough pipe dope on there, so that happens. Oh well.
That would have ended horribly.
Well, that was good stuff. It would have ended really, really great.
You should not do those things to your wife.
Ooh, Zaphiel says we got 41 thumbs up and 0 thumbs down.
Oh,
That's
thanks,
pretty
guys.
awesome. I really appreciate
If
it,
you
guys.
haven't had an opportunity to give a thumbs up, it's super easy. Just minimize your chat. Give a thumbs up and then jump back in the chat. It's very easy. It's what I like to do for some of the channels that my husband
So
he jumps on.
this is always the interesting thing. So when I was a newbie to YouTube and I was just sitting there watching other people's live streams, I would look at the phone and be like, but I can't give it a thumbs up. I don't see anything. Well, there's this little X over here, guys. You go ahead and you hit that button. Look at that. You can come in then. You can give it a thumbs up or you can give it 2 thumbs down. See, look at there's 1 thumbs down. There's 2 thumbs down. Then you can come back over here and give it a thumbs up. It's super easy to do. It's totally free. It's like one of the freest things in life. And then you go back here to live chat. You can go back where all the action's happening. Just like that. Done. Bam. Cuts his wife.
No, it's a joke because you're gonna blow my head off with my hair with.
Oh no! I just wanted to like get that action shot where you're like flowing and your hair's just going. Whoosh, whoosh. But with those sounds, of course.
Yeah.
So
Probably a good thing that it broke. I
live
feel like he would have
streaming
injured
himself.
me.
You know what? That's a novel idea. If you do live stream yourself, make sure the sound's off because it would cause an awful echo. I'm so glad someone is finally giving out good tool advice. I give out lots of advice. One thing I don't say enough is don't always try this at home. And I probably should have, but you know what? Try whatever you want at home. That's your own time, but you can have a good time doing it too. So we did talk a little bit about the screwdrivers.
Yeah. Did you want to hear how I ranked them?
I actually
no?
really do kind of like these. I wish they made different colors because the reality is gosh darn it, Harbor Freight, you offer so many colors and different things. You offer them in toolboxes, but you don't offer them in the screwdrivers. So you offer them in the Daytona jacks, but you don't offer them in the screwdrivers. And I bought a green and black toolbox. Now I'm going to have to buy green and black stuff. Darn it.
You don't have to.
Okay, so do you like things that match? Would you ever wear pink lipstick with
I don't think you should
purple?
be calling out different fashion things.
Well, I can
right
tell you,
now,
I would never
but-
wear pink lipstick. So I'm just trying to give you a color contrast here.
I understand what you're saying, but what I'm trying to explain to you is it doesn't really matter.
It
Because
doesn't.
if you
but
cared, then you would have bought red to match that thing and this thing.
I did
that
buy. I
you
bought red to
chose.
match that and that. And now I'm bored.
Just spray paint them.
No.
What
Powder
he's
coat.
saying is he wants to buy more things, and are you pouting so that I say, okay, go buy more green things?
Look at that. We got CP the Tool Addict. I promise not to ask to borrow, but I made awesome magnets to support your purchases. That's awesome. CP the Tool Addict. Send me an email, clientgraphics@gmail.com, and I'll mail you out a client graphics sticker because you're an awesome dude. And one of these days, when they lift some of the travel bans and restrictions, I'd really like to come up to Iowa because
Oh, that's not far.
you're not super, super far from
You
me.
actually don't have to go up. You just have to drive east.
Right.
4-hour drive.
Is it east?
Yeah.
It is east. Yes.
I'm correct.
So I'm assuming, I don't know the general location, but God, how long does it take to get to Des Moines?
Well, it takes me 4 hours to get to Branson. Wow, wrong state.
Oh, that one place.
Yep. Don't even remember the name of the city.
I know what you're talking about.
For Camp Sunshine?
No, not Camp Sunshine. Camp OK.
Camp OK.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyways, you're probably not too far. So really appreciate you joining the live stream tonight. Really appreciate it. I mean, your channel is just super awesome, growing. Does a lot of stuff with the tool truck things and tools and everything in life. But the reality is that there's so many people at different levels. Not everybody's a mechanic. Not everybody's an aviation tech.
Hey, timeout.
Okay.
Quick shout out to Ed, the old tech guy, for another super chat. You're the best. Also, shout out to CP, the tool addict, for his super chat. And he is in Omaha and Lincoln every other weekend. So it looks like you guys can have a bro hangout 6 feet apart.
Yeah. That'd be awesome. We could do a live stream. You could stand
on that side
you
of
could
our
stand
garage.
right there. And I could stand like right here, or vice versa, whichever one fits you better. I mean, because I would hate for you to hit your head. But that'd be super cool to hang out with you.
Oh, you guys could do like a battle of your tools. I don't know which ones.
He likes a lot, but I mean, we're going to be
like
talking.
When you did it with Dewey, but it was on different screens. You could do it in real life.
You know, it'd be really super sweet. Have you ever seen a lot of people race to take lug nuts off a tire and then put them back on, like tire changing races, but not like pit crew style, not NASCAR style, but just like repair shop style? That'd be kind of sweet. Ed, stop giving away your money. Man, you need to save that money so you can buy more tools so you can break them.
No, that's my job because I haven't gotten to break any yet. So he's funding you to let me break more tools.
Okay, but the reality is like, do you know how much force it really takes to break a tool, like a 3/8 inch drive?
Yeah, I've watched your videos. It's several foot-pounds.
Yeah, but do you actually know like how much that is? That would be like
my whole body.
Well, I guess you need to let her figure it out. No, because you've not given your child that opportunity.
I hang out in Louisville. You know, that's between Lincoln and Omaha. That's where Camp Kataki is. Camp Kataki's up there. I used to go there for a while.
Oh, yeah.
That'd be pretty sweet.
Yeah.
I can't remember the name of the one or two places that they have in Louisville. They don't have a whole lot.
Super close to Mahoney State Park.
Yeah, it's not too far. How do you like the Milwaukee Ratchet? I actually like it pretty well. It's really strong. It's a little heavy. It's on the heavy side. So yeah,
Thanks,
I mean,
Dale.
that's really what I like to say. Who cares, Chris? Let Graphics the kid break some stuff. I could let her try.
You can't sit there. Some muscle somehow.
You can't sit there and be like, do you even know how much it takes? Well, no, because you haven't given the opportunity. So
fair enough. I mean, but I'm just saying, like in reality. So like, you know, your Fords and things like out there, you're going to torque your lug nuts to what? 84, 80, 75 foot-pounds, give or take. Honda's a little bit more, a little bit less. Then you get up to some of your pickups, some of your Chevy Avalanches, 140 foot-pounds.
I think those numbers are spot on, babe.
Oh, I know the Chevy Avalanche, like the 03 Chevy Avalanche, that's 140 foot-pounds.
We just have no idea. That's all.
CP, the Tool Addict channel. There you go, right there. Thanks for putting that in, Zaphael. We got what else? Yeah, you know what?
Let her break some. See,
fine,
everyone
Dale.
agrees. See, listen to your wife.
Maybe I'll let her do that. Like, is she Harbor Freight worthy, or is she like Hazette worthy? I mean,
I liked their booth at SEMA.
Yeah, they were really nice. They were nice people. So I don't know. Lots of good stuff.
If y'all think that I should get a chance to break some stuff, hit the thumbs up button so that I can actually get to do this.
Yeah, it's true.
Split the difference. Very, very cool. I heard Snap-on versus Icon are similar. What do you think? I think they're completely different at the end of the day. So when you look at the price point, one of them is way more budget friendly than the other. One of them is made in the USA. One of them is not. You're going to have to figure out which works best for you. And we'll leave it at that. I will tell you that if you were just doing everyday work and servicing, I can't tell you the longevity of the Icon versus the Snap-on because it just hasn't been out long enough. But what I can tell you is that if you are relatively new to the industry or on a budget, that might be something that's for you. If you want something that is tried and true, made in America when it comes to their hard line. So I really, really struggle, and I dislike it when people say, well, Snap-on, not all their stuff is made in the USA. Talk about the specific word. Say the word hardline. Hardline is going to be their sockets. It's going to be their ratchets. It's going to be the nuts and bolts that make up the thing that is key to everything you have to get the basics done. Then you have to start branching out there. Maybe that's just me. Maybe that's just the thing that I've learned from talking to people. But the hardline stuff is going to be their made in the USA things. But, you know, you got to give Harbor Freight the effort and the ability to make a decent product at a decent price that's going to not break the bank for everybody that wants to do it. It's not easy doing repairs every day. It's whether you're at automotive, whether you're at aviation, or even DIY at home. You know, if it was easy, everybody would do it, but not everybody does it. So, I mean, will it get the job done for a DIYer, weekend warrior, and a new tech? Sure, it should hopefully do that. Because if it doesn't, it has a lifetime warranty. The other thing I like to say, it's got an 89-day trial guarantee. Hold on to your receipt. If you don't like it, take it back. End of story. But at the end of the day, the Snap-on guy, he's a small business. He wants your business too. He's going to work, but you're going to pay for it, but you might like that service. You might hope that he's going to be there for the next 1, 3, 5, 10, 25 years. You're going to build that relationship. Can you build that relationship with Harbor Freight? That's up to you. All right. So
you should catch up with your chat a little bit.
All right.
Princess Jamie said that you should let your daughter break stuff because women can also break tools.
Hopefully, when we put a 4-foot, you know, we could probably get a 6-foot or an 8-foot cheater pipe on there.
She said something funny.
He said earlier that if I break hearts, then I should be able to break a tool.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, we should get some more heart tools and have you break actual heart. That would be pretty bad, wouldn't it?
Yes.
I just got a Capri impact socket set. So hope for the best. You know what? When it comes to impact sockets, really, have you had that many bad impact sockets? The only bad impact sockets I've had probably are the ones that are like painted black, like a shiny black finish on it, straight up made in China. And that's about it. Other than that, I mean, really honestly, how many bad impact sockets that you had? I really can't say. If they last me 2 years, 5 years, 10 years, feel like I got my money's worth out of it. Jehu, what's up? What's up? What's up?
Dad alert on the heart joke. Oh, AB1 says that you should let your daughter break a tool, and if you let her break it in the next 5 minutes, he will give you a thumbs up, and he's counting down. You got 4 minutes. So
I can't set up for that to make it like legit and cool. Like
let her break something. You just gotta like aim the
yeah, but like
aim the webcam a bit.
It's not ready to part with.
Fine, we'll do. You know what? We'll make sure that she gets to break something. It's going to be 1/4 inch because it's going to be going anywhere from. It should hopefully break.
Hopefully break. He's got confidence.
Okay, this is the Pittsburgh. It's the dual one, 3/8, 1/4 inch. If the anvil breaks on that, it's going to break at about.
Oh gosh, Ed. Ed just wants to give away his money tonight.
62 foot-pounds. Yeah. Could be 57. All right. Any guesses? Go ahead and put them down there in the chat. We're going to have her attempt to break this.
Oh, how many foot-pounds? Is that what they're guessing?
Oh, yeah. You can try to guess what the dual drive little Pittsburgh Pro will break at.
Put some here. Well, okay. AB1. I know we got 3 minutes, but everybody take a minute. Make your guess. And then if you guess correctly, Chris will send you a sticker. I think he has more.
I don't have that many.
Okay.
Well, gotta order some more. All right. So
we'll order more so that we can send them to the I'm excited. I like when I like when my husband breaks stuff. It's fun.
I don't know. Can you see that? Can you see the reading? It says 0 foot-pounds. All right, now we got to get some. Hey, imagine that. I actually got some reducers sitting around here. So we go 1/2 to 3/8, 3/8 to 1/4 inch. And that's actually not the 1/4 inch that you want to do because you're going to break that anvil off in there. That's going to be a bugger to get out. Although, because it is quick release, you can take an oversized drill bit, jam it down in there, pull it up. So maybe that won't be too bad. All right. So I guess I do have enough room. I do have enough time. We're going to go ahead and put on a 9/16 because that's going to make life easier for me when you break that off. So Ed, the old tech guy, if you're watching these things, these are Hex Socketed Adapters. Buy them. They're easy. 9/16, 3/8 inch drive.
Okay, we got some.
All right.
Oh, thank you for the pronunciation on your name.
All right. So I got a lot of different tools. These are my good old Craftsman. I got them on a Calhawk rail there. Not everybody likes metal ones. This one works good enough for me. I'm going to take off a good old 9/16 Craftsman.
Brandon. I love BSS Small Nation. I think you're going to totally win it.
Who's going to win it?
He wrote like, I don't know. I have to count the zeros. Like
Okay.
a million.
So this would be tightening. Typically, you wouldn't break a whole lot on tightening, but maybe you're putting in an oil drain plug right there. So why don't you yank on that, daughter?
I'm going to get a picture of her.
No. Yep. Got to give your full force. Over here, pull with your body weight.
Yeah, you got to teach her. She doesn't know these things. She's not a professional breaker like you.
Okay. So you could put your foot on the workbench here if you wanted to try to break this all by hand, and I'll be behind you to catch you because I'll just have you know, nobody catches me in my videos for me. And that stuff actually really hurts when I fall on the ground. All right, let's go, daughter.
Kind of scared, not gonna lie.
Break it.
No, you can't tug. You got to do a nice even pull.
You got to give the parameters. We know nothing. We're not professionals.
Well, I heard a beep.
Okay. All right, so she got it up to 62.
They're saying get a pipe. Give her a pipe.
62.4 foot-pounds. That's actually pretty impressive for that Pittsburgh Pro. So she was really yanking on that. I guarantee you I'd be able to break this one by hand, but it's going to hurt. So I would typically wear a glove.
Fingers, okay? They look really
So that was actually pretty impressive, but we're going to break this. So just hold on. All the good stuff happens. Oh, after midnight. We got 3 minutes till midnight.
Okay, BSS says, never knew breaking stuff was a profession until Client Graphics. Yeah.
All right. Yeah, show them your hands. Oh, look at that. Oh, man, she dug right into that. Show that hand. Look at that right there. She dug in there. Do you see that, guys?
You can see it right.
Oh, look at that. You can tell those are just.
I feel like those are going to be bruised.
Yeah.
Are those going to be bruises?
Yeah, that's going to bruise.
Right in there, too.
Okay, you'll have to give an update. Okay, you ready to break it? You gotta go. Like it's not broken. You gotta go.
Okay, so this is actually a pretty good one.
Oh, he's giving you a pipe.
So I typically don't have to break out the square pipe or the rectangular pipe. But yeah, that one's gonna. Oh man, stupid dry. So Okay.
Like you need to buy a new pipe.
Oh, we have pipes. Here's the 1 1/4 36-inch pipe. There you go.
Sorry you can't see our faces.
Yep. You're going to have no problem with that one. All right, babe.
Oh my gosh.
Okay. Yes. Leverage. This is how you do leverage.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
And then clean pull.
Do it.
Jeez, you got to go slower.
Did it read?
Holy crap. Oh, what did I call that at? Look at that.
What'd you say?
62 foot-pounds. What did I say that was going to break at?
Oh, that's hilarious. hilarious.
That's how you do it, boys.
That's how you know that Chris is the
That's how you know
professional.
that I've
He
broken
knew.
way too much stuff. Yeah.
Okay, we gotta see who was the winner. I gotta go back.
Obviously.
Well,
Okay,
you are
so
the real winner.
she-
Oh, Dale won. He was
Yep.
the first one. Good
Yep.
job, Dale.
that thing is hosed. Absolutely hosed.
Oh my gosh, I love it.
Sheared the anvil right off on there. So this is what happens on a lot of them. You snap that anvil off, and now you got to figure out how to jimmy that little guy out of there because the ball's locked up in there. But
She
got
didn't
picks
she
for-
get 62 by hand? No, she got to 60. Was it by hand?
no, I think she got a little bit over 62.
Then why did it break at 62?
It just happens. It's roughly around the same thing. I mean, if you think about it, she's within 1 foot-pound. It's not really that big of a difference when it actually breaks. But
Oh, Ed, thanks for the super chat.
yep, that's what dreams are made of right there. Breaking ratchets live on YouTube. Oh, that is see, we're
was
still stuck
fun.
there.
Graphics the kid. Oh, Dale, thanks for the super chat.
Yeah, that
Does
ball
Dale-
is locked up in there.
I told the winner they would get a sticker. So Dale won.
Oh, Dale won?
Yeah, I said
That's
Dale.
great. Dale Lucid. Really
And
appreciate
then
you
he gave me a
guessing
super
that.
chat. And thanks, Ed, again for the super chat.
Make sure you email me at clientgraphics@gmail.com and we'll get those out hopefully tomorrow in the mail. Hopefully the U.S. Post Office is
They're doing pretty good. We keep getting
they're
our
doing
mail.
good with getting the mail out, but I hope they continue to survive. They'll get some bailout or stimulus. Yeah, that ball is locked up in there really, really tight.
Good job.
Congrats. Damn, good one, Chris and Dale. Yeah, that was good.
That was fun.
No to do the other side. Yes,
Oh, yeah, she might as well break the other side. I mean, it's already broken.
but I wanted to save that for like a YouTube video.
I can, like, record off to the side.
Yeah, but that's not how I normally do it.
It
All right.
could be how you do it.
Yeah, but to go ahead and pull this out, Dale can't see, don't show the measurements. Thumbs up for the girl involved with the tools. Yeah, that's my daughter there. And that's my wife. All right, so we're just gonna.
The wife is the short.
All right, there we go. So we had to pull that socket off with our needle nose pliers. There you can see that we sheared the anvil off on that 1/4-inch drive. Here's the best part. I don't always get a chance to show this. You guys get to see the behind the scenes. This is our dish of torture. Nope,
Oh my gosh.
not that one. Let me find it.
Dish of torture.
Or dish of destruction. Where'd it go?
That sounds better. Could be
Oh.
anywhere in here, babe.
Did somebody take it?
No one took it. You just don't know where it is.
I think we were robbed.
You should have told me where it was, then I could tell you where it was right now.
Can't find anything in my garage. Need a bigger garage. It was just here. Oh, there it is. It's in the toolbox.
Oh, I literally looked over there. I didn't even see it.
Ed, that could be your future right there.
Are these all from Broken?
Everything in there has been broken on my YouTube channel. Everything I try to save and put in that dish.
Add your daughters to it.
I will. It's a lot of good
Should
stuff
she
right
do
there.
the honors? Should she get to add it?
I put it.
Oh, you don't. know
So
anything.
that's where, like this, we know that we get trashed, and we go ahead and just take our pliers, twisted it off.
Oh man, there's so many in here.
And then if you twist it off right, the selector switch still stays in there, but we could pop that out if we wanted to keep the button. But there we go.
Well, here it is.
Add another one to the pile.
Do you want to add it to the pile? That's your hard work.
But here's the interesting thing. The actual mechanism in there still sounds like it would have worked. So I'm actually surprised that we didn't pop off the little everything that holds us in place here. Typically, I see on these
there's a little snap ring in there. This blue thing likes to pop off, but not on this one. Oh, there we go. Now it's coming off. So that snaps right off, and then the gears just go flying.
Melt all the metal and make a super ratchet. Jehu, I like that idea.
I don't have a smelter. Oh.
Hipsters and hippie wants to know what you learned about leverage tonight.
I don't know. I don't know.
What did you just say? Did she just say something about being on top?
You just gotta be able to really pull. I don't know.
Okay, so the physics lesson would be the farther you are out from the center point, you are going to add more leverage. So when working with like a torque wrench in the handle, sometimes you'll see a circular cutout in between all of the grip. That's actually where they take the torque measurement from when they put it on a torque machine. So I don't know if I have one that I could show you, but that's what that circular cutout is for. So yeah. All right, we should probably check a couple of the comments here and start wrapping some stuff up. I don't know what it is. My allergies are starting to act up. Get a really stuffy nose. All right.
You need to start taking your allergy pills.
Resin and tabletop. I like it. Yahoo.
You need to go further up and read down.
Okay, fine.
Don't read backwards. You're not gonna know what they were talking about.
I can't really read. Thumbs up for the girl that was involved with the tools. I read that.
Zaphael, thanks for the super chat.
Zaphael, 99 cent super chat. Don't have any sunglasses. Oh yeah, I could do this. All right.
I think that's exactly what he wanted when
he wanted.
That emoji in the super chat.
Yep. What he's trying to tell me is I need to wear safety glasses a little bit more.
Oh yeah.
We got Zach Johnson. Hello, love your channel. Very quality tools all way through. Do you know if any company makes spline impact sockets? No. But I don't know technically why they would do that. No, I don't. That's a good question. Old school repair. Well, guys, I got to go get some parts sanded and ready for paint. Have a good night. Old school. Nicely done. Dale liked that. Yeah, I like that too. I really wish I was the one doing it. Zaphael, you have video of this. You could splice it into video review. Yeah, I really could.
Oh.
I could probably splice it in when we do the other half of it.
Yeah, you have videos of her. So.
Let's see. That's destructive.
Yeah, that's funny.
Yeah, that is a destructive dish. Mrs. Graphics and Graphics, the kids steal the show, brother. More streams like this. Yeah, this was really, really fun.
Yeah, we didn't know it was going to turn into a.
You guys kind of forced us to breaking things. That's not normally what we do.
You got to give the people what they want. They wanted this.
Yep.
They would have all left and given you a million thumbs down had you not.
Let's see. So yeah, that was kind of cool. I mean, it gets kind of expensive because you got to, put the upfront capital. Thankfully, there are lifetime warranties on some things. Bronze it and put it next to the baby shoes.
We didn't do those.
Or you could put it inside the baby shoe and just kind of have it hanging out on top.
We never did that with our babies.
Would be a cool start to some kind of epoxy project. Yeah, doing that on the top.
Oh, that's what they were talking about. Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, I don't know what it is. I think more and more people these days don't bronze things or save things like they used to. I feel like they take the pictures worth 1,000 words and then they back it up on the cloud and hopefully it's going to be there forever, but they don't ever really organize them and they hope that they're going to be there.
Some people organize them.
I would say the majority of people don't. Do you organize your photos? Okay, point taken.
Yes. So, like, my generation just puts everything on, like, Facebook.
My generation doesn't put anything on Facebook.
My generation keeps it all on Snapchat.
Yep. Why would you do that?
We don't take normal pictures.
All right. Let's see. Just saying, they make spline. They make spline. Who makes spline impacts? I want to feel like if anybody would make them, it'd be SK, but I don't recall seeing them. I know they made some spline chrome ones a while back, and they had a really, really good deal on it like 3 or 4 years ago. Wish I would have got them, but I didn't. What do you think of Craftsman making a comeback in the USA? Well, I wish them luck. I hope they do that. I will definitely buy some. I will definitely try it. But it's got to get here. And then when you really think about it, there is a lot of nostalgia behind it, but it's got to come in at a decent price point, and it's got to be well made. But I will check it out nonetheless whenever it makes it here. So that was what, 20 months ago? So hopefully we'll see something in the next 20 to 18 months. I think you'll start seeing more stuff when you see everything in Lowe's for Craftsman just start getting clearanced out or starting to move out. Then you'll know. Let's see. AB1, thanks for the fun graphics gang. That's kind of cool. We are the graphics gang.
Bone.
AB1?
A bone. That's how I think he told me. I hopefully did not.
Because B-O-N-E.
Oh, there you go.
Bone.
That makes sense.
A bone.
A-Bone. There we go. Let's see. I just got a Facebook and I'm 31. You probably didn't miss out on a whole lot.
I think she only has that, not the other things.
I just got a Facebook and I'm 31. It's okay. I've had a Facebook that I haven't posted anything on my personal Facebook in how many years? And the last time, the only one that posted something, posted a picture of the kids. We got Joe Smith and friends in the house at Ed the Tech Guy. What do you think of a who's asking the car guy questions tonight? I don't know. If you did that one, which I believe that was tonight, I'm going to have to go check that out. I want to see how that worked out. At Dale, ask Chris to make you a new Cobra Kai chain with those broken ratchets. God, I love the Karate Kid back in the day. Man, I feel sorry for my brother because that was an awful thing to come out when you are 4 years older than your brother and you think the Karate Kid is the coolest thing in the whole world. It's not cool for your brother. It's not cool for your brother and his friend. But it was a good time. I will tell you, that was a good time. So maybe that's something I should say for the Joe Smith and Friends Network After Dark show that's coming up with me on it in May. Would be, yeah, I feel bad. Feel very bad for my brother and the things that I did when Karate Kid came out. There's probably a couple other movies. Thankfully, we were. What?
Oh, Power Rangers.
Power Rangers.
That's what they are.
What was I gonna do? Tyrannosaurus yell at him or something?
Not exactly, but sure.
Oh, I could have done the fireworks things. I could have punched him and then be like, I'm gonna light off a ton of ground bloom flowers behind you. That would have been pretty cool. Ed is hating because I asked Eric car guy questions.
Oh.
There's nothing wrong with that. I met Eric and I met Engineering Explained, Chris Fix, and the Humble Mechanic, and Rich Rebuilds and Tavarish, all up at SEMA. I got some pictures I posted a while back on Instagram.
Yeah, they're on Instagram. Some of them are in a post and you have to like swipe to see some more pictures.
All really cool people and all exactly like they are on YouTube.
We talk the same for a little bit. We hung out more with the bear.
Well, we went out to eat with them, but we were at the Shell booth.
Oh yeah, that's what I mean. Yes. No, I remember where we met them.
So yeah, they were all really genuine. The Humble Mechanic, man, that guy, man, he's got a ton of passion and a ton of heart and just so sincere and genuine and just a really, really nice person. Not that any of them were bad people, but like, man, the Humble Mechanic just literally, I mean, we talked for a little bit and
he's like, you know what? I got one of the comfiest shirts in the whole world. I want to give it to you. And
It was really
it was really comfy. He had an awesome merch. It's too bad I ate too much and continue to eat too much. It doesn't fit me anymore very well.
I'll take it.
You do take it.
Oh, well, not yet, but now I have permission. So
really, really neat guy. So we're going to start wrapping things up, but I want to show you one other thing that may be in your stores pretty soon, but it's not there yet, but it's in my store. And of course, I had to snag it. When I say in my store, I'm talking about Harbor Freight. So you guys might be familiar with the Icon long ratcheting wrenches. Haven't done a review on those yet, but so far everything I've tested on them, they're pretty badass. Really, really nice. Lots of leverage. Really good mechanism. Rockwell hardness, yeah, they were really good. So those have been out for a while.
This looks like a selfie stick. We decided.
That's not a selfie stick.
It looks
so then they have the standard 8 to 19 just wrench set. Now these are the ones that have the groove cutout as well as the bite in there to help get a little bit more torque. So the price point on these is not fully known yet. What I paid for them is probably going to be different what they are going to come out in the store. So I'm not going to start any price wars, so I'm not going to talk about what price they are, but they're supposed to be $99.99. So they came out with a 10-piece long wrench set. Now these aren't out just yet, or at least they don't have a planogram for them. So you might be able to find them in the back, but they should be out in some stores in the next 2-3 weeks on a planogram. And basically they're like 2 inches longer than their standard ones. So if we pull up the 19, this is the standard. Actually, I have to unscrew this set here. So let's take that apart here. Will you hold that one? That's the standard 19 millimeter. I just got these today. The truck came in 2 days ago, and I was actually going in to see if they had the flex ones. They thought they had the flex ones, but it was actually these. No flex ones yet. And so that is probably why I'm just dumping in, and I'll probably get that toolbox that I mentioned because I have a bunch of Icon stuff. So why not? I'm already fully vested.
Are you going to put Icon things in it?
No. So here is the long handle ratcheting. Here is the standard wrench. And then if we get the new long handle wrench, we can see that there's the ratcheting. Just ever so slightly shorter.
Then why do you need it?
Because I want it. Because you said I could get it. Don't you remember? And then there is the standard.
Buy things you didn't have.
I don't have all 3 of these sizes.
Well, now you do.
And now I do. So, different sizes. Pick your poison. Different aggressive bites. V-notch, standard, and ratcheting. And my wife doesn't know, but she already said that I could get the flex head ones when they come out.
Yep. I mean, who's really going to stop you?
My bank account.
Well,
that's about it. But I should be able to fix anything that I need when it comes up.
Oh, so I can create a list? A honey-do list. That's what you're telling me. I am happy to present you with one by Sunday.
One thing I always really lacked in my coverage was combination wrenches. Recently rectified that situation, not only with the Icon ones, but the Capri ones. But I still don't have that full big set like I do for the Craftsman one. So my next purchase will probably be to extend some of my sets up to 24, 27, maybe even a 32 in there. Because I have those in mix match. I have some gear wrench, I have some Blackhawk, and a couple other things to get me to that full set. Because I bought them when I needed them. I don't think there's anybody, any new tech or any homeowner that truly needs. What is this one? This is an 6 millimeter, a 6 millimeter up to 36 millimeter. I don't think they need that full set. There'll be a lot of wrenches they'll never use. So I would never tell you to go out and buy a full set. I would tell you to buy your basic set and then add when you need it, whether it be for a hitch, whether it be for a trailer, or one-off jobs, whether it be for plumbing, even things like that. Can't wait till you go into 1 inch. When I do that, it's going to be probably with a nut runner. So I don't know if I'll get electric or pneumatic, but I can let you in on a secret. The last 1 inch drive that I saw break or heard about breaking or was sent data on it breaking was well over 500 foot-pounds, which is a lot.
All right, we need to take a second. In the chat, is it
Hex 34?
Thank you for the super chat. And our friend Rodney stopped by and said hello. So hi, Rodney. Thanks for stopping in.
Rodney, how's it going? Amy's actually here. Really appreciate you catching one of these live streams.
If you just came, you're gonna have to rewatch the whole live because we have another guest.
Oh yeah, we had
she broke a ratchet tonight. And
yep,
it was really
she
fun.
took the Pittsburgh dual 3/8 and 1/4 inch, and you can see the 1/4 inch is a little bit lacking there. It's because we had the graphics gang over here, the youth.
He taught his how to break ratchets, just like him. Yep.
But in essence, it was a good lesson in the sense that, you know, her arms here, seriously. Show me how long your arm is. It's literally as long as mine. Now, there might not be as much muscle on that, but she did put her foot on the workbench. She was yanking. Here, show me your hand.
Oh, it's gone now.
Oh, it's gone. So it didn't end up bruising?
It's right there and right there, but
she was pulling hard.
Well, it's not there, but earlier before she did have like a bruise right up in this area, or a definite indentation when she was yanking on that. So she wasn't able to break it by hand, but ended up breaking it with the pipe on there, which that's what really happens when you take your tools to the max. Stress them out. That was a 3-foot pipe. So she did a good job taking that one to failure. So go ahead and back and watch that. I'm not sure if I'm going to have time to rip that out of the stream and put that in something else. But if I do, I'll probably do that drive as well, because I really did want to see where that one was going to fail at. I'm really kind of jealous that
I did take some pictures, behind the scene pictures of the breakage. So got some footage.
It'll be interesting. So we had Dale Lucid called the foot-pounds on it at Client Graphics. The kid is way strong. She knows more than my kid now. Well,
and there's the potential for her to learn even more and break even more.
Yeah, she's got a lot to learn.
We got lots of time hanging out at home, nowhere to go.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, maybe you'll make some YouTube videos.
I could.
She could. So that's pretty much it. We got the Icon screwdrivers, which I never planned on getting. Really didn't need more screwdrivers, and really have to say they're not too bad. Then we picked up some more combination wrenches. Didn't really need those, but the price was right, and the price I picked them up for now is cheaper than what they're actually going to be at. It's kind of like one of those pricing fiascos, but they'll be $9.99, so right around $100. You get a 20% off coupon, and they'll get that changed. And then we looked at all the other screwdrivers, from the gear wrench to the Ulsa to the hard-handled Tecton ones. We really like those. Hex 34, really interested if you work with a lot of PEX and put lines for air in houses or water or both. That's all I can think of when I hear of PEX. And we got, what do we got? Graphics the Kid merch.
There's no way I'm going to be able to change a tire or something against him.
Have a race with Graphics the Kid to change a tire or something.
Me. I've literally done 0 things. to
For
my
what?
car.
There's no way you're going to be able to pick up a tire and move it around.
That is probably true.
Yeah, there's no way.
I mean, we don't know until I try.
We know.
I don't know.
Hey, you remember that one time it was raining and you decided to hit a curb?
Decided is the correct word.
Sorry,
Yep.
the curb jumped out and hit
Mhm.
you. And thankfully, you were like, what?
Just like I was not very far away.
3/4 of a mile from the house. And I
It
could go
wasn't even that
and I could
far
go
away.
get the full jack instead of, never take that scissor jack out of the car and use that if you can get a real jack.
I would have just
Called AAA.
yeah.
That's always a good choice.
I don't have to do that with you as my husband, but
But here's the awesome thing. So we do have coverage, whether it be through AAA or covered through the manufacturer. And to me, it's always like a race. So it's like, hey, we have an issue. Can you come out and fix it? And it's like, game on. Can I get there and fix it before AAA gets there? Because it's going to be free anyways, because we pay for it. And then be like, ha, just kidding. We're taken care of. So yeah, that was one of those instances where we called them. 45-minute window started ticking. We were done in like 18. Good to go. I always like that. What's
AAA?
What's AAA?
it's
Yeah.
a joke. He knows exactly what it is.
That's our
Raphael-
AAA.
well,
Raphael knows exactly what AAA
well,
is. It's a joke.
It's
because
me,
he
but
probably-
it's also
it's a joke. He's
okay.
pretending
But
he
what does
doesn't know the-
AAA really stand for?
Probably automotive something.
American Automotive Association? I don't know.
Assistance?
Assistance?
Yeah.
I don't
Will they be
know.
Assisting people?
Keep Harbor Freight 1.5-inch ton aluminum racing jack and truck. That's a good idea.
American Automobile Association.
There you go.
Thanks, Google.
Do you know what AARP is?
Insurance.
ARP? Stuff that I
Insurance?
get that I can't really
Insurance?
take advantage of yet?
It's insurance.
AARP?
I don't even know. For older people, I don't know.
I don't know. I have to Google that too. At Client Care, because I've replaced half our house with PEX. Yeah, it's pretty easy to do. It's definitely cheaper than copper. How many keys did you break in? Keys.
I think there was a different question.
Oh, I was like, I don't call those keys, but
Hey, just want to shout out that my new friend Preston in the chat told you to give me some more credit for trying to take stuff off the car. So don't be such a negative Nancy. You don't know what I'm capable of
stop
yet.
talking about my mom like that. You know what, honey? You are more than willing and welcome. And actually, you are welcome to join me on any project when it comes to automotive,
great.
motorcycle, old car.
I'll be there.
What
I
motorcycle?
usually am there just wrangling the children, keeping them away from you, but I'm happy to get down and work on them and let them
Oh.
run crazy.
Yeah, we don't qualify for AARP, American Association of Retired People.
Oh,
Actually, wait, you do. You are retired.
I consider myself retired.
She is retired. She retired from teaching to stay home with the kids.
Yes, I call it a retirement.
Do you know WYSIWYG is client graphics? What you see is what you get. I know that. Yes, that's true. I know that acronym. Acronyms typically don't work for me, but I knew what that meant.
I like that.
Yes.
I guess I can.
San Antonio. I thought I told you to give her more credit.
No, he doesn't listen.
My
to
dad
this.
made me change a tire as a teen. You know what my dad made me do? He took like a 5-gallon bucket of fasteners and nuts and dumped them out in the middle of the floor and said, sort those out. And then he did it again and he said, sort them out again. And I didn't understand why, but at the end of the day, I understood years later, now that you have the ability and the annoyance of going through a big bucket of fasteners, you can start looking at things and go, oh, that's 9/16. Oh, that's a 13 millimeter. Oh, that's a 15. And you can start telling the sizes through actually doing things and understanding it, where now you got to, hunt and peck for the right tool or bring a whole entire tool set with you. And I see a lot of people doing that today because they just don't understand how important efficiency or working with things or repetitive nature of doing something is. Or just like when we pulled out that hex fastener, that's a 9/16. I know in 1/4 inch, literally 9/16 is not included in every 1/4 inch set, but it's pretty much the biggest size you're going to see in 1/4 inch. So you might see 1 or 2 more, but it's not going to be something that's going to be common to get a 9/16 in a 1/4 inch drive. It just isn't. So those are things that not everybody's going to know, or they're not going to understand until they have real world experience. Those are things that I hope my wife can hear and understand and say, hey, honey, if I need this tool or that tool, she can understand which size of drive without me telling her which drive size she has to get. But those are only things that you learn with experience.
Yes.
What that means, guys, that's actually awesome news. What that means is I've only been buying 5 of every tool. I need to buy 6, 1 for my wife. Really appreciate you guys including her in on this.
I'll buy my own.
And now I know that for our anniversary, no more vacuum cleaners this year. So
I really do love vacuums.
the last 1 to 2 years were big years. We got 4 new vacuum cleaners.
Love vacuums. That is not a joke.
And it's not a joke. And I didn't get put in the doghouse for that.
Love them.
But I do understand that she now is more interested in tools than ever. And I have a 6th person I need to buy tools for. So this is a fantastic live stream. Duly noted. Gonna have to go shopping tomorrow. Snap-on, best tool in the world. Depends on which one you're using. It could be the best tool in the world. Happy early birthday then at Rodney. Rodney, happy early birthday. What's the guy got to do to get the blue moderator wrench? Oh,
anniversary, Rodney.
hippies and hipsters. You want one of those?
Is he having a birthday?
His birthday.
There you go.
65th birthday.
Oh, he is? I missed it. I didn't read the chat. Happy birthday, Rodney.
Hippies and
On
hipsters,
Sunday.
welcome to the moderator club. Rodney, happy birthday on Sunday.
I missed it on the chat.
It was there, but that's okay.
I didn't read it. I hope you have a wonderful birthday.
Yes. Today is my birthday, Anthony Brooks said.
Hey, happy birthday.
Happy birthday to you.
Hopefully you guys get to do something fun in the quarantine.
Yeah, well, every state's a little bit different. Every city's a little different. So you could maybe have something delivered in. Go to the grocery store, get something extra special. I know not everybody likes smoked salmon, but we picked up some smoked salmon. They don't like it.
We appreciate that you hung out with us today on your birthday, Anthony.
Yeah, we appreciate it. So she doesn't like smoked salmon. That one right there.
It actually wasn't terrible.
Well, I will eat her share of smoked salmon for your birthday, and I hope you get to do a little bit of whatever you like to do.
Yeah.
So, honey, is there anything you want to finish up, talk about, tell about the rest of your week? Any challenging moments? Any struggles?
Do not know what my plan is for the rest of the week. I just have to continue being a homeschool teacher. And I don't even know. I guess you made my job easy. I don't have to do anything special for you for our anniversary coming up. So I can't wait to see the surprise you're gonna get me. I just can't wait. I'm sure
Honey,
it's gonna be
I really
so
appreciate you. I
special.
can't wait to see that special surprise too.
Well, you bought it for yourself. You did the easy work. But no, nothing crazy is going on. We got past Easter. We had a nice Easter. Now it's, I don't know, try to get through the end of the school year.
Yes, online classes has not been the best for her.
But she's doing a good job.
But we are gently nudging her in the right direction, and she's on track to hopefully be successful. There's still, what, 5 weeks left?
No, like
A month.
A month?
4.
Man, time flies.
Well, college kids go out earlier than regular kids.
That's true.
So.
Yeah, so we got that going on. We
I
celebrated.
literally have no idea what else is going on. We were supposed to go to Monster Jams today, right?
That's
Hold on, what day is today?
Friday.
17th.
Oh, okay, yeah. Part of Christmas gift was Chris was going to take the 5 and 7-year-old to the monster truck jams or whatever it's called. And I didn't even have the heart to tell them that today was the day, but it got canceled because they've canceled everything. And
I don't even think they remember. So it
they
really
do
doesn't matter.
not remember, and I will not remind them. And hopefully if they come around next year or whenever,
or 10 years and watch this,
You
their
can-
dreams will be crushed. But big shout out to the company that sold those tickets.
oh yeah, they did give me a full refund.
They gave a full refund as well as the service charge. So
Mhm.
the Monster Jam Association would have charged, we'll just say they were $25 with we'll say a
It was like a $3 service
$3
charge
service
per card
charge.
plus something else, and then
Yep.
yeah.
So they gave everything back and refunded all the fees. So that was nice to see that. Ed,
Oh my God, thanks, Ed.
happy anniversary, graphics peep. Ed, thanks for the $2 holler in super chat.
Plus all the other super chats.
Yep,
He
I'm
gave.
gonna have to buy a Ratchet in your honor here, but
And let me break it.
Yeah.
that would be something interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, we could try something like that.
No. But hopefully you guys are having a good quarantine. And those of you that are working, we appreciate you working and being essential, because there are a lot of jobs out there where you don't start appreciating them until, a global pandemic or something similar, and you realize like how important like deliveries are, truck drivers, grocery workers, gas station attendants, all those little things, farmers especially. Plus it makes you appreciate teachers, those of you that have kids, or all those sort of things. So those of you that are considered essential on top of doctors and the medical profession, we appreciate you working, and hopefully you guys are staying safe and washing your hands, not going to too many places, and if you do, you're safe.
Right? Make sure you're doing your best. Be interesting how the rounds of things go. If you watch the news or look at some of the things on YouTube, it can be pretty overwhelming and scary. So if you can do your best to social distance,
But stay socialized.
but stay socialized, yeah, so you can stay sane, because it can get really lonely. It can get really depressing. I was talking to my wife earlier, and Justin Dow went live, and I was like, kind of wanted to go live, but we hung out, watched Justin for a while. We missed the maintenance man. He went live earlier.
Oh, man.
And so really good stuff. And then, it was starting to dwindle down, and talked to my wife. And I'm like, you know what? We like our social Fridays and Saturdays. We're just going to start this one a little bit early. Had a ton of people join us tonight. It was
a little bit early. You started at like 11 something.
Well, no, I'm saying we started early compared to going to Saturday night.
Oh, I gotcha.
So we started the week early. So I don't know.
It's like 12:30 right now where we are.
Yeah, it's about 12:30 Central Standard Time. But I mean, what are we going to do instead? Go watch movies, TV?
We could play Mario Kart.
We could play Mario Karts.
You could build another puzzle.
Oh yeah, we finished a puzzle today. It's 2,000 pieces.
Yeah, that was a lot. What do we got here? We got my local governor is reopening the local beaches Monday. Ridiculous.
Oh, I read about that in Florida.
Things are finally slowing down, and now they are opening the beaches.
I don't know how I feel about that. But
I don't know how I feel about that either. I think that's a very interesting move. It's 1:37 in Pennsylvania. Hipsters and hippies. You know what? It's going to be early night or long night, early morning. One of those.
Princess Jamie. Yeah. Here, you guys can all jump on that channel.
I'll go live after this if you all. Yeah, there you go. Your wife suggested Mario Kart. You have officially married the coolest woman ever. Yoshi.
The only reason that they know about Mario Kart is because I have the game and I brought it home.
I do. I really like
quarantine.
playing it.
Yeah.
We're very competitive. I don't like when he wins.
Yeah,
You don't like when I win.
We actually had to discontinue playing Connect 4. Seriously, the Connect 4 game, because it got really, really competitive.
I just don't like when you win.
Oh,
I like to beat you.
It's just a game. It's just for fun, but winning is a lot of fun.
My favorite character is probably in Mario Kart is probably going to be Mario, Donkey Kong, or Wario.
Oh, I'm DK.
She's Donkey Kong all the way.
No one else.
Pink Gold Peach. The only one that I know that I can actually win with a car.
She's so good. We can barely ever beat her. So it's really just a competition for who's going to come in second place. And like that's like first place for us.
And we trade back and forth.
Yeah.
It's a really good night when we at least beat her once.
Oh man, yeah.
In one race, not like
the whole
not
thing.
like the entire
just one
round, but
just once. Just once. And then this is a toss up. Sometimes it's my night, sometimes it's her night.
I can't go slow. Like I can give them a head start, but
Oh,
I would still
Rodney.
be able to get in there.
Okay, Rodney, that is my all-time favorite game. I am so good at Tetris. I love it so much. I have to like start on the hard level or like the fast level. It's like too boring to go slow.
Tetris
or Dr. Mario.
Dr. Mario.
Oh man, I cranked Dr. Mario. I like cranked that up to like level like 16, 17, 18 to start.
Yep, I've caught my wife up till 3 in the morning or so playing Dr. Mario. I'm like, seriously, go to bed.
I like puzzles and games like that. Played all day.
Yeah. Let's see. Dale said, at Joe Smith and Friends After Dark is Friday nights. Yep, every Friday night, assuming that he has one scheduled. So I think I'm planning on being on there in about 2 to 3 weeks. Princess Jamie, I'll go live after this if you are all interested in Princess Jamie's projects. So let's see. You know, I think our son likes playing Yoshi. And I'll probably have to catch After Dark after this. I've never played Mario Kart. You should. You can play that online too, can't you? But you got to buy with your Switch. You got to buy the service or something like that. Rodney Whitaker said, have you ever played Tetraspheres? Honey, have you ever played Tetraspheres?
I haven't heard of that one.
My wife and I like backgammon. DK heavy characters are great, but they pick up slower. So being hit. Yeah, so that is true. We were like, I do the whole cart thing for speed and acceleration, and they'll literally have theirs picked out, and I'll be like 3 minutes later.
For those of you that don't know, on Mario Kart, you pick your character, and then you can customize your vehicles. So they have cars, Jeeps, motorcycle, things like that. Then you pick your wheels, and then you pick like your kite. I don't know what to call that.
Kind of like it's called your glider.
A glider.
Like sometimes
kite.
you're flying, and
so the different combinations of them alters your speed, your acceleration, your weight, your handling, all sorts of things like that. And I don't know why you just try and reinvent the wheel every single time. Like we know what we like and we stick to it.
Just trying
but
to
you
get
like
an
sit
edge.
there, and like, and there's like a million different possible combinations, and
just trying to get an edge.
One of those times. Let's see. Princess Jamie said, I grew up on N64 GoldenEye. So I actually grew up like a little bit before that. So mine would have been like the first Super Mario Brothers. Played Top Gun, as well as Duck Hunt and some Legend of Zelda. That was my stuff back in the days. But that was like really back in the days. We're talking like 80s. But it's amazing to see how far that stuff is coming.
You can play a lot of those now.
Yeah, you can run a ROM, you can run an in-browser kind of thing, and you don't even have to do all that stuff. That Raspberry Pi that we have, that got turned into a arcade kind of thing for the kids. That was kind of fun. Let's see, Ed the Otakai, what about a 1-up cabinet from Costco? I really haven't looked too much at that. I know I bought some shelving from Costco, stocked up on some meat from Costco this week. And God, what else did I get from Costco?
I don't know, but we have like our cans and our water and our disinfection wipe like over here in the garage.
Yep. The 80s games are all on phones now. Yeah, see, I haven't tried that too much.
A lot of them are on your Switch.
Have you ever played
I have not.
I have no idea how to even pronounce that.
I don't know how to pronounce that either. I have not played that.
No.
I did some Super Nintendo and Sega stuff. We did, what was that? A couple Christmases ago, where we snuck around to all the Targets. Thought we were never going to get one of the,
it was the
SNES, the SNES classics. We ended up finding one the night before Christmas.
The night of like our Christmas party thing that we went to.
We found a SNES classic.
That's what I played the Tetris on, or the Dr. Mario. I like couldn't go to bed. I had to like beat all my levels.
Yes, that was, so yeah, we ended up buying a SNES, and then she ended up playing Dr. Mario on it.
I had to put it away. I had to be a mom, you know. Couldn't just be on my video games all day.
The controller cords were too short on it though, and the wireless ones had too much lag. But cord extensions were really good on the SNES. And then I think we called it a night and put that away.
Yeah.
So, alrighty, guys, we really do appreciate you all joining the live stream tonight. We don't have a real schedule for any of these things. We just kind of throw them up.
So if you haven't well, obviously you guys subscribe, but if you stumbled on Chris's channel, make sure you subscribe and hit the bell notification before you go so you can get notified next time he goes live or posts a video.
Yep, never know when. Never know when I'm going to post a video. Funny thing is, you have all these creators out there that might be like, they have this release schedule and they might have, oh yeah, I'm going to schedule this video. Yeah, I don't have time for that. If I schedule something, it means I made it that day and released it that day. Or I worked all night. That's really just how it is. I get so excited. Like I can't save it. Like, how could you have like 5 projects saved up that you wouldn't want to share with everybody? That's just the kind of person I am. So it's like, yeah. And then there's other things that I don't really share. And some of the other stuff that I do share, it's going to be on Instagram. So like pictures of some of the new tools that might be in the store or other places. That's the stuff that's going to hit. And that's where it's going to be. So if you haven't found Client Graphics on Instagram,
You really are.
that's where I post a lot of stuff. And I make a lot of little cool like trailers and like tool kind of video promo kind of things. And it's all my own stuff. It's basically tool stuff that people might say are 3-letter words.
Why do you look so much taller?
That's because she is a lot taller. She's
She's
almost 5'8".
Oh, you're showing. It's like she looks like extra tall tonight.
All right, so we'll just acknowledge some people here before we shut it down. Rodney Whitaker, he's in Branson, Missouri. He's been with us for a while. We got Ed, the old tech guy. He's starting to do some Ratchet torture testing, but he does a little bit of everything. So it might be computers. It might be how to make some extra money. Just a lot of neat little things. He's got Jehu that helps him out on some projects. I always say it over and over again. Dale Lucid, he loves his 5-drawer service cart. He's got some of the best modification videos out there. He likes Harbor Freight probably just as much as I do. He's got a pretty supportive wife as well because he's got a lot of tools. He's got a nice Husky toolbox. Not even afraid to say that his toolbox is probably going to be bigger than my toolbox, but it's not the size that matters. It's the stuff you got in it and how you use it. We got Barry Evans. Nintendo Switch Online lets you access tons of old games.
Yeah, that's what I should.
Yep,
Yeah,
that's what she was saying. We got Anthony Brook. Appreciate you joining us tonight.
And I think Anthony was the birthday guy, right?
Oh, yeah, he said birthday.
Today.
We also got Zaphiel. He's always joining us. He's a great moderator. And so is Joe Smith. We love Joe Smith.
Also, shout out to Princess Jamie for coming on.
Yeah, you know, I haven't seen you on my channel too much, so really hope you enjoyed some of the content. If you like stuff getting broken, not only in real time, because we've actually never done that before, because everything that we do on my channel, it's always kind of different. While it still focuses around tools, literally, I don't know what I'm doing until maybe that day of. I have a lot of ideas that, you know, run around in my head, some that never get actually put into action, but some that do. And I have a lot of stuff that just kind of sits around here. Where's that one thing at?
What one thing? I told you I'll help you organize the
garage. We still were going to do some battles of electric tools where we had all these
with this
deck
thing.
screws go into the composite. Never got a chance to do that.
There's still
Still
an
a lot of
opportunity,
time.
babe.
So we got Barry Evans, nice Gen 2 US General 5 drawer. Yep, that's one of the Gen 2. You are definitely right. That's got the tool guards or the bumpers on the side. And then if you move on over here, honey, you can see it's fully loaded with a bunch of stuff underneath it too.
So much stuff.
It's actually overflowing. I thought that was going to be my end all and be all, and I wouldn't have to buy another toolbox, but that is not the case. That thing is so full; it's full to the brim.
Yeah. Well, don't forget to give your shout out to hipsters and hippies and Ed, the old tech guy. Everybody else new that came on: Zaphael, Joe Smith,
Russian Acorns, and
Preston. I'm going through.
I am too.
Eminem 77. I don't know. I'm not sure you're trying to shout out, but
I was trying to go through the chat and just give a shout out to everybody.
Even if we didn't name you, thanks for stopping in.
Yep, and you know how these always end. Really appreciate you guys all tuning in. If you're not already a subscriber, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. If you like this live stream, go ahead and hit the thumbs up button. If you didn't like this live stream, go ahead and hit the thumbs down twice. And as always, guys, work smarter, not harder. We'll catch you in the next video, live stream, somewhere on Instagram, maybe out there anywhere on the internet, but we'll see you real soon.
Bye. Have a good night.
Good night.